Everybody, welcome back. We're doing another Marvel Future Revolution video. In this one, we're going to be talking about the current lag war that's going on with the game. If you don't know what I'm talking about, since basically Saturday, we've been having a ton of lag issues. My first experience was Alliance of Mega War. Then I heard a bunch of other people doing it. Scores plummeted. Then I heard it was in a regular Mega War. It's now Monday that I'm shooting this video, so by the time you see this, it's going to be Tuesday. Have the devs said anything? Are they going to do anything? What's going on with this? So hopefully we can get this resolved as quick as we can. If you're having any issues, please comment below or come to the Discord, which is in the description below. Just follow that link. It's the easiest way to follow along with content, etc. And let's check this out.
Bring me WolverThor!
Okay, so I'm first going to start this off with a video that you're going to be able to see here. This is, it's funny, they're trolling a little bit because you see the Apple Design Award winner here. So this is about 5 minutes in. This was, I believe, Endgame and Penthouses, two of the immediately unstable network, right? This was between two of the bigger, I think it was Endgame and Penthouses, like I mentioned. And they just couldn't stay in the war. And now this, I had started hearing about this. This was actually, I think, Sunday that I got this video. And it's one of those things where you can start seeing that as we watch this, you're going to notice a lot of 0 points or a lot of low scores. Pay attention to people standing still. See, look at those enemies. They're just hanging out. Now, that could be on this person who's playing, like just their screen. Those other people might not be having those same issues. But when I show you some of these screenshots, I think you're going to see that like everybody was cutting out because, I mean, what typically you get a war that's, you know, a 6,000 to 3,000 or a 4,000 to 4,000. It seems like there's around, you know, anywhere close to 10,000 points that can be accumulated through an Alliance of Mega War. Look at that. That was just straight up lockdown. And so when you see these scores so low, you know that something's going on. So that they can't actually, there you go, unstable network once more. So when the scores are so low, you know that, because what happens is when you get logged out and you go back in, it's actually going to be a situation where you get 0 points. So when you get to the end screen, which is going to be a situation that has a low score, you know something's up. And that in itself is a big problem. All right, let's see here. Let's see if we can get it to the... He's loading in. All right, so he loads in. It's now 1,500. No, look at that. 500 to, and he's immediately dead. 600 to 130. Like, that is not the score it should be with about 3 minutes to go. They just keep getting this situation. All right, he's back up again. It's now 700 to 140. We'll see if he can move around. You can see he's trying to move his cursor around and move. He's getting you see in that bottom left-hand corner there? He's trying to move this around all over the place. Nothing's happening. And you can see in the chat there that, you know, a bunch of people getting upset. You know, it's just everybody's DCing. It's a bunch of different people. And this was, I think, the Hydra server. And again, it's Penthouses and Endgame. Those are two of the bigger alliances in the entire game. So, you know, clearly this is hitting people all over the place. I mean, just look at this. This is purely locked down. And that circle's not on, you know, my end, unstable network again. So he's going to go out and try to reboot again. And it's constantly a problem. Now, when I was having my problems, I think mine was lagging. I got booted once. I know Mamba, who was in my alliance, he kept getting constantly booted. There were some other ones that were getting booted. So there was definitely some server issues going on here. And we're going to get to the end of this here. You can see, I mean, look at the score. At 5 seconds left, it's 1,000 to 1,000. I mean, you know, think about how, you know, upset either side would have been to lose that. You know, you get to a situation where you're like trying to fight 3 defeats, 6 assists, can't even do anything. So you'll see here some of the kills. Like, pay attention to the kills and just the general points. The high point here was 320. High point 415. Now, I know some of these players. These are some top-end players. You know, 5 kills, 10 kills. Puddle Soda must have stayed connected a little bit at least. But, you know, the kill counts are low. 7 for Cyclismo, really good player. It looked like penthouses, they might have stayed connected a little bit more than endgame. I'm just saying that based on kills, but I don't know that for certain. So, this was video number 1, and you could tell that the score there was really low. Another score that was from that weekend was this one. I mean, this was the end, 700 to 335. Like, what? Like, how is this even possible? It's just a screenshot that I can share. I can't scroll all the way down, but, that's sort of crazy. I know some of these people, Absolute, Nimros, Anep, Saki. I've talked to all of these people before, and I know this is not a normal score. I've got one from one of our Alliance Wars from the weekend, and we had similar issues. Now, it looked like Halfson stayed connected okay, lower points. He got a lot of kills, but he might have been DC'ing and then just coming back with 0 points. But to have a war where you've got, and then 10, and then over here, 803, 1900 to 803, this maybe wasn't as bad, but again, this is on a Mega Flight server and not the Hydra server. Still problems, right? And then there was one more here. This was round 2 where they were going in 9 seconds to go in, and this was just the same video here from Amakir. Thank you for sharing this, by the way. Shout out. I'll try to link these in the description below. Traveling with my laptop, I don't have all the tools. I'll try to do it in there. It's not that hard to copy and paste, obviously, but we'll see. So who is that? So this was the one that we just saw the score of. So this was round 2. So you can see it kind of in action here, which, again, like, this is going to be a problem. If these already done, it's like, okay, like what's happening here? So, I don't know exactly how it can't navigate. Yeah, so you can see it's frozen. It just keeps disappearing. All of these different things that just don't seem to be making sense for why this stuff should be happening. So developers, like what is happening on that end? That's the part where it's just kind of like, just keeps coming in and out there. I'm not sure what's going on with that, if that's on his end or my end, but it's clearly frozen here. Unstable network again for him. So he's got to boot back up. So I will say that as of shooting this video, the developers are aware. The developers know. I sent them messages on Saturday as soon as this started happening. And, obviously it was the weekend. So, they are talking about, being aware of the issue. I don't know what that means, if they're going to fix something. I'm hoping they can make an announcement so that they can kind of let some folks know that, hey guys, like, we're working on this. We understand there's a problem. Please be patient with us. Something. I always like to throw things like that out there. I don't think there's any harm in making announcements like that when something's up, where they're like, hey guys, we're aware there's an issue with stability of the game. Period. End of statement. We're working on it. That sometimes goes a really far way. You don't have to say anything more than that. Why? You don't need to. You don't have to say, hey, we're aware this specific thing is being caused by... Just say that you're working on something. It gives people a little peace of mind, okay? You don't even have to give a timeline for when it's going to be done. So my hope is that, the developer... Just look at this, constantly just booted off here. You can't have a game like this and just, especially for the amount of money it takes to play this game, you can't have issues like that without people getting just really, really upset. Because the more that happens, people are just going to get furious and they're going to quit. And we want people to stick around this game. We've already got some population problems. There's certain aspects of the game, it's too much RNG. When you get some of these things compiled, it just leads to people being like, I'm done, forget about it, it's over. I mean, look at this score, 67 to 900. Like, what the heck is going on here? This is just bonkers. I'm gonna start speeding through this just to see where it's at, but there's clearly a problem. I mean, they couldn't move, and like I said, I've heard this has moved over into a mega war. I'm currently in a situation where my internet is not the greatest, so I can't really chime in on exactly how bad it is for me because it's not a fair comparison for what I'm normally used to. Part of it could be my internet, but I know all of these other people are having problems based on the actual game. Did you see that? Look at that. Like 900, 865, and you can tell like somebody DC'd because, well, no, actually they might have gotten someone's points there. So. But there, it's like, all right, so how are you going to go from 800 total points to 600 total points? Now it's back up to about 800, but it's just, it's just bonkers. They got to fix this. My hope is they get on it pretty quick. But, you know, we'll see. So that's all I got for the video, guys. Again, I'm going to try to keep these short given my internet situation as well. I got some other videos that I had planned for this week, but this one I felt it was important to get out there. So comment below if you're having these issues. Let me know what your thoughts are. You can come over to the Discord and chat as well. If you want to share this with any of your alliance mates, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins, neighbors, grandma, grandpa, we always appreciate you. And if you're looking forward to future content and want to hammer down like buttons, click the notification bell, subscribe, appreciate that as well. And until next time, we hope you have a wonderful day.